This is how I set up my flies when I'm ice fishing for whitefish, Siika. I'm going to use some braided line so it's easier to see in the shot here. So, and a little bit larger fly so it's easier. The flies that I'm usually using are a lot smaller. That one will work for trout well, and probably whitefish in the States, but in Finland, not really. What I'm using is a size 18. Size 18 nymph. Oh, perfect spot right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on that guy real quick. Yeah. Pretty small fly. But we're not going to be tying that on right now because the braided line is too big, so. Zoom back out. Alright. So you're going to take your fly hook and we're going to say this is our rod tip now. You're going to take your line and you want your shank facing up. Where'd my line go? You want your shank facing up and your line comes straight through the top. You're going to slide that down your line. Just let it hang there. So I usually fish it 20 centimeters to 30 centimeters off the bottom. Hold your fly there. Grab your line here. What you're going to do is you're going to just push them together like that. So you got this loop. Slide your hook up to the top there of the loop. Keep it together. You're going to go through 3 times. Like so. Let go both ends. Hold that hook tight. Make sure that line is, you should have a loop like that. When it tightens up, this is a drop shot knot. So now, when I have my rod and the line is taut, my fly is sticking out to the side. Here's an old mori. I use moris, I use split shots, and I'll stick that on the bottom here. Stick that on the bottom, just like so. So, let's see if I can turn my camera angle here. Here we go. And this is how I fish it. I get the weight down to the bottom and pound the bottom. And then when you lift up on your pole, you're able to hold that tight and the fly will just sit in place. So you would just pound bottom and then you just hold it still again, pull your line tight, and you can watch your rod tip, or you can lift it up off the bottom a little bit if you want. But they'll come up and hit it, give it a few jigs, and then just let it sit there. If you're using an electronic sonar, you can slowly lift up when you see them rising up to come hit it and pull it away from them. Usually they hit it harder then. But sometimes you just gotta let it sit there in place. Sometimes they're finicky and they don't want it to move at all, so you give it a few taps on the bottom and you just let it hang there. What I usually do is I have that size 18 fly. Sometimes you gotta tip it, sometimes you don't. Tip it with a maggot, just one maggot on the tail. Usually if you put more, they're picky and they don't want to grab it. But that's how I set up my fly for when I'm ice fishing for whitefish, Siika. Try it out. Thanks for watching.